Hey you guys, I have some quick readings for you, and I wanted to include the sun and the earth and the water, and you'll see the wind in the breeze. Anyway, okay, so first of all, the fire sign card did come out, so you or your twin could be a fire sign. I have always felt that you don't have to be, okay? The reading can still resonate with you. You don't have to be one of the signs that's mentioned, but this would be especially for fire sign. You could also see it. Well, there's a sun on the card, and we have the sun right there. So I love that. I don't know what it means, but I love it. And I was also going to say there can be a lot of passion involved, okay? But anyway, so cycles are in the I feel like that's such a repetitive statement, but it's also a continuous thing. You know, the twin flame journey is a constant spiral. You're always going around in circles of healing and breaking and releasing cycles and getting further along on your path, your individual personal growth path, your ascension path, your twin flame journey process. So it's a constant spiral that's never ending, and it's just constant. It's a constant. So yeah, just like this circle of cycles is never ending, so is our cycle of life. So expect you're on a continual process of cycles ending, but specifically right now, Spirit is talking about a divorce. So to me, there is a group of divine masculines who are ending their karmic relationships, okay? Some might be further along in this process than others, like maybe some are beginning their separations, maybe some are finalizing, maybe some are even maybe the separations have already occurred, but they're setting more boundaries so that because karmics tend to be stage 5 clingers. So maybe some of them are now finding their power and their strength to be more firm about, we're done, we've been done, you need to stop, you need to let go, you need to move on, you need to stop being a stage 5 clinger, basically. You need to let me move on, because your divine masculine knows where he wants to be, where he or she wants to be. There's no question of that. It's just a matter of them having the internal strength from their healing process of being able to pursue it and take the action. So some of them could be finding that strength and courage now. I absolutely have seen, both personally and in the collective readings and energy, that there's absolutely a cycle closing out with the end of the year. Spirit, even if you guys remember back in September, Spirit talked about during Mercury retrograde things happening, which sounds odd for during Mercury retrograde, but if that's the case, that just means that you've overcome stuff like that. You've overcome negative influences, and you're ready to take on your highest path. So there's definitely cycles ending, relationships closing out. Doesn't even have to be relationships, but you know what I mean. Okay. We have the gambling card. I see this in two ways. Some divine masculines could be struggling with addiction problems. Maybe cycles dealing with those addiction problems are closing out and wrapping up so that they're able to release them and get healthier. Or there can be also masculines who are still stuck in this problem, and that's why the cycles aren't closing yet. Keep that in mind too, because not every single person is wrapping everything up with a neat little bow, you know? But anyway, so I also see this as representing the masculines taking a risk. So the masculines who are ready to set their boundaries and move past this and come towards their feminines, they're ready to take whatever risks are necessary. That could even be with this. They're ready to take whatever risks are necessary to end the karmic relationships. Whatever was holding them back, whatever they were afraid of before, that's it. They're not going to be settling anymore. They're not going to be complacent anymore. They're ready to take the risks and put an end to it. Or they're ready to take the risks and face their fears to come forward to you. Because even if they know, even if they like logically, mentally, even emotionally know that you're not going to reject them, they can still have deep buried fears and like heart chakra and sacral chakra blockages, like I talked about in the energy healing video, that can cause an invisible wall, basically, that's stopping them from taking action or stopping them from communicating, because it's that fear that, like, what if? What if she does reject me? What if? So it's also taking the risk to face those fears, break through those blockages, and communicate. And they are going to come in. They're going to tell you that they love you, that you've had them bewitched in a good way, because you guys should know that I don't promote witchcraft. Some people might call me a witch, even though I don't like that name. I don't like that name because of the experience that I went through in defeating a dark witch in my spiritual warfare journey. And that was my introduction to witchcraft. So I'm not like knowledgeable in how even like white witches and good witches use like herbs and plants, medicine, and all that stuff. Like, I'm not knowledgeable on that. But just being an energy healer, being a psychic, all that stuff, a lot of people use that term. So anyway, point being, this is, to me, is not about anybody doing any spells. You could argue, make sure that the karmic is not doing spells, and there's definitely a completely different collective or a completely different group that does need to look into that, that does need to make sure that the karmic is not doing love spells or other types of spells to your twin, although love spells wouldn't actually work, just so you know. You can't make someone love you. You can confuse them so that they don't leave, but you can't change the heart. You can only change the thought. You can only affect the thought processes. But anyway, so there is a completely different group that would need to always be vigilant on checking for spells and witchcraft. And I meant to say black magic, because I use the black, for some reason I like the term black magic better than witchcraft. Not all witchcraft is bad, but black magic is, you know, there's good magic too. So anyway, so that group, yes. But for this to me is just the masculine kind of coming in and being like, I don't know what it is, but I just love you so much, and I always have, and I don't know what to do about it, and it won't go away, and I want to be with you, and now I'm ready. You know what I mean? So yes, you bewitched him in a good way. So continue to focus on manifesting everything you desire. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Don't let negative thinking get to you. When you let negative thinking or negative energy get to you, you're allowing your own blockages, okay? Don't do that. Focus on positivity, focus on a positive outcome, and focus on manifesting all that you desire, including union, and allow the universe to align it all and bring it all together. And hey, when your masculine comes in, you may be going on a trip together as well. So, fun. Okay, I do actually have one more for you, so go to the next video for, it's separate, but I wanted to do two. Oh, and also, I knew I was going to forget. I have, just for Black Friday through Cyber Monday, I have a special Black Friday sale going on in my Etsy shop, and it's the highest discounts I ever give. Because, you know, you guys have to remember that me and others like me, we're small, even any other Etsy businesses, whether they're doing stuff like me or not, we're small businesses. So we can't give discounts like major retailers give. So that's why my sales are usually like around 10 to 15%. But for Black Friday, I do try and do a little better. I always talk to Spirit anyway. Spirit guides me on what to do. So you're going to have to actually like play around with Etsy to see, because Etsy doesn't really outright tell you exactly what the sale price is. There's different tiers. Less than 100, it's going to tell you the price. Over 100, it depends on what it is. There's 25%, 30%, and 40%, I believe, is what Spirit told me to do. And it just depends on how high you get, basically, because some of the healings can be more depending on what you want to do, or the longer protocols. So check out my Etsy shop if you want to take advantage of those Black Friday sales. And now go to the next video.